Hey guys, how's it going? I'm the Legend of Fuzzy, and I have some Crysis 3 gameplay for you guys today. As you can see, I'm using the lag gun, or the mic. As you'd presume, I'm probably on a 1 bar, because that's how it goes nowadays in the lovely Crysis 3. I'm pretty sure I'm in a American lobby. I mean, no, actually, no, I'm sorry. I think it's a Swedish lobby, actually, or a European lobby, because this is an old gameplay, and I was playing. Actually, no, it's not very old gameplay. It's more like about 4 day old gameplay. I don't know why I really talk about how old gameplay is. Do you guys really want to know? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I go 33 to 3 in this gameplay, and I hope you have an entertaining time watching it and listening to my commentary. Today, guys, I want to talk about back in the day, basically nostalgia, and then I'm going to go into section 2 of the commentary, which is going to be about nowadays and my views based on nowadays. It's going to be, I'm not going to say it's going to be a rant commentary, it's more of a opinion-based commentary, obviously, but I guess it's more of just an intellectual commentary, even though I'm not big on literature. I don't know, what was he? Sorry, what? Okay, let's go into the commentary. I've been talking today, well, to myself about like nostalgia, and nostalgia hits me hard. I know it probably hits a lot of other people hard, but like nostalgia is one of those things that it hits everyone. It really does. If you don't know what nostalgia is, basically it's a longing for the past. That's straight out of Wikipedia. Uh, basically, nostalgia is where you think of the old days and how great it was. Let's say your childhood. If you loved your childhood, which I believe most of you will, you'll think about that when you're older because it's such a simple time. You were happy. Childhood, you can do whatever you want. That kind of stuff. And I was talking about nostalgia today, and it got me thinking about what things that we use today, how much they've changed, and for the worse and for the better. Now let's start off with the big thing, I guess. YouTube. Now YouTube has changed dramatically since 2005. I pretty much started watching YouTube, or got into YouTube, in about 2006, and 2006 is about the time when YouTube got pretty popular, and YouTube wasn't really about the gaming videos. It wasn't really about that. It was more about just real life stuff. It did have gaming videos, which I did watch, because I was pretty. I wasn't a massive gamer, but I was a pretty in there gamer, I guess, and just how YouTube has changed. It is ridiculous. I mean, you've got partnerships. And the general layout of YouTube has just changed so bad. It's just changed for the worse. It's badly changed. I really don't like it. Of course, I prefer the traditional one, or the original one, because I started with that, and that generally happens with most people. Obviously, the first thing you try is usually the best thing you try. And for me, the first time I went on YouTube, the layout, just how you access multiple media, it was the best, and it was the most simple, and I think, yeah, it was the most simple. It was really easy to get around. Nowadays, I don't like it because it just is ridiculous. I mean, since Google bought YouTube, it's screwed up. I mean, you're watching a video, right? As an example, you go back to rewind a video and has to rebuffer the whole video. I'm like, what? Why? I waited this whole time to just buffer the video, and now I go back and now I have to buffer it again. Are you kidding me? I don't understand this. I mean, why? Just YouTube and Google is ridiculous. Now, gaming. Gaming has changed dramatically. I started getting into console gaming, which is obviously the big thing at the moment. I got into console gaming in about 2006, about Christmas time, because I got my Xbox at Christmas, and I played games like Halo 3, Lego Star Wars, because that was the shit back in the day. I love that, and I still do. And for most people, people played Call of Duty 4, Power Company, those kind of games, and it was simple. It was a simple time, and who doesn't like simple? some people may like complex, but when you think about it nowadays, guys, it's not like Halo 3. It's not like Call of Duty 4. It's not like Halo 2 or Bad Company 2. It's changed dramatically, and I don't like this. I mean, gaming has turned into a dumber version. It's basically when gaming was really first there, the 360, it kind of attracted a more older audience. I would say about maybe 18 plus, and the PlayStation was a kids console, and obviously the Xbox was a pretty big thing back in the day, and it still is now. Probably not until the PS4 comes out, but still, it was a big thing. And now that kids are getting it, it has changed dramatically. I mean, these games, since Morphed 2, when kids really start going into like Xbox gaming and just console gaming in general, it's changed dramatically since Call of Duty 4 and Halo 3. Even Halo's changed quite a lot. Like Halo Reach, not drastically different to Halo 3, but Call of Duty 4, dude, that's changed since Call of Duty games have changed since Call of Duty 4, and I guess game developers, they just really, their target audience is kids, even though they're like MA games, and games have just changed from being simple to be a dumber version of simple. That's how easy it is nowadays. There's no, I mean, back in the day, it wasn't always about skill. It was more about just having fun. Nowadays, it's all about who's the best, who's the top of the leaderboards, who's the best at the game or whatever. And it's ridiculous. It's not about fun really anymore. YouTubers, like big YouTubers, they say, "Oh yeah, I play Call of Duty to have fun." I mean, dude, you're not playing Call of Duty for fun. You're playing for money, or you're not even having fun. I mean, it's kind of hard to have fun nowadays with games because it just the level of the level of just childness in these games is just ridiculous. I'm sorry if I sound like a bit of a douche in this commentary, guys. I really do, but I just don't like it. And gaming in general just was simple. From whenever I'm pretty sure most of my subscribers are teenagers or adults. But you guys probably played games since you were a kid, and how much has games changed since you guys were kids? I mean, tell me in the description, how much has gaming changed since, I would say, since you started gaming and until about, let's say, 2009, because that's when shit got crazy. That is when shit got crazy. And yeah, let me guys know what you think about gaming and how much it's changed, how much YouTube's changed, how much life has changed in general since then. But I mean, when you talk about nowadays, the Y generation, that's basically, the swag generation, the YOLO generation, the hashtag Dingo Warrior generation, the kids, the 12-year-olds, the annoying 12-year-olds, the squeakers. They've taken over gaming, and we don't like it. But the thing I really don't like about kids nowadays, and just general internet, YouTube, gaming in general, kids take it for granted so much. It's ridiculous, because back in the day, did you really take, did you really spend hours and hours gaming and going on the internet? I mean, I didn't, because that's maybe just because it's just maybe, I don't know. You may have, you may not have. But for me, I played outside a lot. I played soccer or football or whatever you call it. The game where you kick the ball with your foot on the floor, and I hardly used the internet. I did game, but I didn't game for hours. Maybe you guys did. It doesn't matter. I don't really know. But I mean, did you really think about like, oh yeah, I have life because I was on the internet all the time? Really? I mean, I don't know really what I'm talking about now. I'm kind of drifting off for some reason. But well, yeah, what I really like about kids is just they take things for granted. They take the internet game and games for granted, and especially games like Crysis 3. I bet kids got this game and they thought, oh, it's just a shit FPS that my parents got me for Christmas because they didn't know I was playing Call of Duty. And Crysis 3 is, to us, it's a great game. To them, it isn't a great game because it's not the same. And kids take stuff for granted nowadays because it's just, oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm sorry, I kind of drifted off at the end of the commentary. Just to sum it up, basically, back in the day, YouTube, gaming in general, and life was simple and it was great. Nowadays, the Y generation has taken over the hashtag swag YOLO generation and taking games for granted and the internet by the Y generation, of course, because that's just what they are. They grew up in the internet and they're gonna die in the internet. Sorry, I hit the table. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed these little memes I put out. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. Have an A1 day.